I'd like to talk to you about a term that I use called stacking the deck. Stacking the deck is controlling what prospective students see when they investigate you. You send out this really great promotion, catches the eye of many people. Well, when those people investigate you, find out what your school is all about, you need to control what they see. You need to see a positive message about your school, and you need to control it. When I say control what they find, it's mostly what they find when they look at your website, when they see your Facebook page, or if they do a search for your school on Google. What comes up? What do they see? What's on your website? What's on your Facebook page? It all has to be geared to start the closing process right away. The first things a prospective student needs to see about you has to start to engage them and has to start to close them on becoming a member of your school. Your website is extremely important. I've seen too many martial arts school owners not put any effort into their web page. Your website has to be dynamic. It has to be a closing instrument. It is worth taking some time, some effort put into it, and we all have students that can help us put our web page together. I've got writers, I've got students that know how to do the technology. There's all kinds of people that can help you. Friends, go out there. If you're not a good designer or a person that can come up with a closing website, well, get some business people in your school that can help you. Parents, find out what they do. There's plenty of people that would gladly help you if you give them the chance. Just let them know, hey, I need some help. I don't like my website. Help me make it better. You need to get a good website. And it needs to be closing, closing, closing. On the front page, it has to be dynamic. So if you teach children's classes, well, then have the front page be about how great you are at teaching children's classes. Put up an example of all the different things that you can do for their child. If you have an adult classes, well, then do the same thing for the adults, but make it dynamic. Make it look like if I went there, how can I leave this website without making an appointment? That's the way it's got to be. You need to concentrate on that. If you're not good at that kind of thing, get help from your students or parents of students, friends, family. There are people that would gladly help you. You can find them. The same thing can be said for your Facebook page. Now, you need to have your Facebook page divided. And when I say divided, your Facebook page should be trying to close prospective students. When they go to your school's Facebook page, it should be about how great your school is and why they should join. Now, for information that you want to give out to your students, well, then create a Facebook group within your school. So then you can tell them, oh, we're having a testing on this date, or we're having this function, or congratulations to this student. But make sure the normal Facebook page that you give out is about closing new students. So if you're going to put in articles and pictures and everything that is put on that site is choreographed to close, close, close. It's very important because we all know if we don't close more students, we won't be in business to teach the great skill that we have. So control what they find. It's extremely important that you control what they find because you could put your money and your time into a promotion and get a great response. But if these people go to your website or go to your Facebook page or do a Google search about you and they do not find anything good, well, then they're not going to pull the trigger, as I like to say. They're not going to actually come to your school. Your promotion was great, but you won't even know because they don't go past looking you up. So you have to control what they see. Because they will only look at your school one time. It's very hard to get a person to look at you again because they say, oh, I already looked into them and I didn't find anything that I liked. So Don't waste your time and your money. When you do promotions, you have to control what they find, and it has to be about closing them. It's very important. This is what I call stacking the deck in your favor, controlling what the prospective students see. That all paints a positive picture about you, so you close more students. Now I want to talk to you about a thing I call catch the ball. And catching the ball basically is your promotion works. You're getting all kinds of action. You're either getting action on the website, you're getting phone calls, you're getting walk-ins. All those are great opportunities for you and your school to get new students. But you have to be in the right place. So let's talk about is the phone answered? Is the phone answered by one of your students picking up the phone? Joe's Karate, can I help you? Or is the person answering the phone a trained professional? Or is it you running out, stopping class for a second, let me run over and get the phone? That's another tough thing. You're busy, you're trying to teach class, so you need help. So you need to make sure that you're trained or the person that's answering the phone is trained. Bring the person from a prospective call to someone that walks in your door. And then another thing that's important is what do they get when they walk in your door? And I don't know how many times I've walked into a school and just a big woof of stink. And if you're a mom coming in with a kid, you're thinking athlete's feet, dirty, smelly. I want no part of this school. So do whatever you can to make sure your school's clean. I know it's a really hard thing to do, and I'm looking for, great ways to help with that smell and cleaning the school, because that is a pain in the butt. But it has to be done. So you need to get a handle on that. And then another thing that I see is school after school after school. Okay, great. Why don't you come on in? I'll give you a free class today. And they stick the student in the back of a regular old class, and that person's kind of lost. And let's just say it's a kid, because, kids, you know, dominate this market. So we'll talk about kids for a second. So a parent's looking at their kid back in the back row, floundering, with a little bit of attention from the instructor when he goes by as he's teaching class. Well, that's not enough to make the parent feel like their kid's going to be treated special. So you have to work on this process. And in fact, in the future, I'm going to do some more, put out some more information about how to run a good introductory class. In fact, I'm going out to see one of my friends. She's got about, I don't know, 800-900 students, and she has this really interesting idea. She's telling me that she has a promotion to white belt. So it's going to be really interesting. So I'm going to go out and check out her school, and if it's a good process. I mean, obviously she's doing something right. She's a super large school. You should see the car she just bought. She was really amazing. So I'm going to go out and see her and see if I can, get some information for us. But the importance in what I'm trying to say here is you can't come up with a really great promotion and run them through, and they find crappy website or stupid Facebook page, or the person answering the phone doesn't know how to convert them to come on in, or when they get to your school it smells, or you have not very interesting introductory classes. So these are things that you have to work on. It's very important. So what I say here is good luck to your school, and I'll send out more information when I get it. Have a good one.